just going to load her up on the old spare phone just to make sure we're working. Because I didn't do that on the computer, so I just want to make sure everything is good to go. But assuming that it is BDC Mercy in the house, that's right, Matthew. I'm just trying to make sure that it's actually going live. And look at that. We are live. Going live, ready to go. And today is a little surprise pop-up stream. When was it even live? Thursday? So it was Thursday night. We were doing the Tandems with Randoms, having a great time actually. Thanks to Gripped Up Mods, who's actually in our ears now. Doing a little Discord call with him, and of course, good old Mercy, doing the who built the BDC cars, and I'm actually super excited to get to talk to him about all of the different stuff that he put into these cars and whatnot, or even just some little tidbits here and there. Hopefully, I think you guys will find a lot. Or I think you guys will find it interesting, talking about what goes into these cars. But for me, I ran into a very interesting issue. Now, I will be honest, my actual knowledge of tuning setup personally is not the greatest, especially when it comes to cars in Asseto and stuff like that. So that's why I brought these guys in, and I think they're going to have way better insights than I ever would. Trying to figure this stuff out on my own, which I'm excited for. But what we're going to do basically is kind of go through down the line of the BDC cars, kind of talk about some of them and some of their uniqueness, but also trying to set them up so that they drive nice. Because Thursday, I kind of ran into this issue where we had so many guys in that lobby where there were not many cars to choose from. It was maybe one or two. And I jumped into one of the cars, and I just couldn't figure out how to quickly set it up. When it came to, all I was doing is adjusting tire pressure. And sometimes if you're driving with fast people, you need to adjust more than just tire pressure to, make sure the car is still drivable and you can keep up and stuff. So that's kind of what we're going to be going over. And so with further ado, I'd like to welcome in Murky and Tyler. How you guys doing?
How's it going?
Yeah, so Murky, obviously, these are kind of your babies, I would think.
They hold a special place in my heart, that's for sure. Passion project, as you would say, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, how long ago did you build these things?
So starting with like the models, obviously I didn't make them from scratch, but
right.
Building up, starting them off, it was probably 4.5, 5 years ago almost, and then adding more and more as we go.
Yeah.
And then this pack in particular, I think came out probably 6 months ago, I think now.
Hell yeah.
And this one has a lot more updated car models, physics, everything like that.
Yeah, and so also chat, let me know if you guys can hear Murky. I think you can because it's showing up on my audio, but I just want to verify with you guys that you guys can hear him. And yeah, so today we're going to go, a little deep dive into all of these cars. And just so people know, we're going to start off driving on the fast tires because we're kind of assuming you're in a lobby with different people or new people or just people you don't know. And so it's not a guarantee that everyone's on like the medium tire or whatever. Like people will be on fast setups and slow ups. So the goal is to set up these cars so that they go faster, but they're still drivable. So we're going to be starting off for all of these cars. We're just going to start off in the 160 Valino Pergia tires, the 08 RSs, and then probably stick around like 27 PSI and just kind of hold it there, and then kind of tune around that as like a generally fast tire setup. And then trying to figure out how we can figure out the rest of the car to make it kind of do what we want. So for starters, we're going to actually start with our 350Z and kind of go down the line. We're going to do some laps, rip some laps, and kind of go from there. And I need to adjust the
stream. Like a baseline on it, yeah.
Exactly. So I'm going to go ahead and trace Murky over here, who is a very good driver. I was actually chasing you on Thursday. I didn't know who you were, and you're a very good driver. And very good driver, so I was like, hell yeah, this is good. Oh yeah, and I think it's 410 gearing is what we're all in. Like whatever else is in.
I think I'm pretty close to that. That's typically what I run.
And so, what's interesting is, so obviously the 350Z, got out of throttle there for a second. So the 350Z, you put a V8 in it. I'm just curious why you do that.
It's for simplicity, really.
Yeah.
Like trying to get a good VQ sound is impossible because VQs don't sound good. So
True.
it's just easier to put a V8 in it.
100%.
And then with the weight of the car, it's a bit more fitting to have something with a bit more torque.
Gotcha. So, and that, like, that's the thing. I'll switch with you, Murky, if you want to do chase.
Well, I don't...
So, and that's another thing that you kind of have to keep in mind is that heavier and lighter cars. So, like, is a 350Z kind of just a heavier chassis?
I'd say it's like mid-range, right? It's not like a heavier chassis like some of the sedans, but it's definitely not a S13 or an RX-7, right?
Right, yeah.
So it's kind of got that like medium build, not quite heavy, but not a light build. That'd be the same for like the GT86 is about the same. E36 is similar.
Gotcha. So, and then, like, with this car, like, I've already, like, this car has no problem with grip. Like, I mean, in terms of, like, breaking tires loose and stuff. I'll lead again, because I messed up there. And I think we'll kind of come across that a little bit different than in terms of other cars that we're going to be driving with and against and whatnot. So I just think wrong gear. That's why. And why did my headphones go bye-bye? So you guys can hear, but I can't hear. Come on.
Is he stuck up?
All right, I'm back. I'm hoping my headphones aren't dying on me.
What happened?
I said, I'm hoping my headphones aren't dying on me. Like, it just went kind of blank. Like, there was no audio from anything. Not the game or you guys. But I'm back. It's just from my headphones. I just got to be able to talk to you guys. So, alright, coming back. Alright, I got to actually do a lead run in this car because I want to show people kind of the idea or my goal. And I just have to get through that first corner, and then I'll be able to kind of show what I'm talking about. Or, like, kind of just an idea for the setup that I'm trying to get to. So I'll do a lead run here, and this time I won't mess up. Try not to. I'm just going to be really safe. Alright, that's pretty safe. So I want to be able to full throttle through here, and not have to pedal the car and hit that interclip. So right there, I had to really pedal the car to get it to grip up, to do what I kind of wanted to do. So, first thing, and then the other thing too with this car is it has the power to get more grip. And so obviously, we can dump PSI. The question is, that's not always the best option. So I guess the first thing that we're gonna kind of go over, and we can do a couple more laps here, just to kind of show what I'm talking about, because this car is like, I feel like this is one of the easier cars to drive. I don't know, what would you say, Murky?
Yeah, it's pretty well balanced. Like, it's not going to do anything super crazy or funky. It's got the double wishbone in the front end, so some people will prefer that more just due to Asseto Corsa. Sometimes McPherson's truck can feel a little different depending on like different wheel settings or different just wheel brands and whatnot.
Not bad. All right.
So having the double wishbone front's kind of a safer bet in
Right.
most cases, but
Why is that?
makes them handles a bit more. Put a word on it. It's like when McPherson's truck gets like closer to full lock, you're gonna feel it like want to snap all the way to lock and kind of like stay there a bit more if it's not set up like perfectly. Whereas with double wishbone, your geometry isn't changing as much, and you're not getting as much like caster gain and camber gain in it. The wheel just essentially stays flatter throughout your steering rotation.
Actually, I didn't even know that. I didn't even realize that with a double wishbone, it stayed. You got less caster gain. I never really thought about what the geometry differences were.
Yeah. So as you can see, this car is pretty easy to drive. So I'm gonna actually do some setup changes now to this. So that means I gotta change over to our other screen right here. So
I think with the McPherson strut, the strut's bolted straight to the knuckle, right?
Right.
The knuckle's always moving, so essentially it's always changing.
all right. So as I kind of was talking to you earlier, I think this car can definitely benefit from some forward bite in some areas, and I thought transition speed, it was actually pretty easy to drive. So what would you recommend changing to kind of start getting some forward drive into the car?
Forward drive alone, I would just add more rear toe.
Okay.
So I'd probably go, if you're sitting at 0.2 right now, I'd probably go 0.4.
So negative.
That,
So you mean negative 40 in the rear?
yeah, whatever it ends up being in the tuning thing. You always want to pay attention to the car status, like the big gray box next to the tuning, because that's what it's actually going to come out to for your alignment settings.
Okay, so
But you
that's
also
actually
wanna-
it's good to point out. So in the gray box in the middle, when it says toe 0.2 and 0.21,
So it's going to be a little off sometimes just
Right.
because not all pit spots are perfectly flat.
oh, okay, interesting. So it's
So
basing
it's
it
like
off
sometimes
the,
when you load in, you may be on like a slope or something, so it's going to show super wonky. So other times you may need to pull up like the suspension zapping game and like drive around a little bit and just kind of see where your alignment's sitting. Just kind of like coasting.
yeah, okay. Interesting. So, all right. So that's kind of one way to do it. Obviously, I mean that's probably the obvious way to get more speed. I'm just sorry. I'm trying to read chat and do a couple other things. So obviously we're looking at the gray box. It actually came out to, so we wanted to do 40.4 toe in. That actually comes out to the negative 38 in the left box. So that's good to see. Would you change camber at all?
Not necessarily, because camber's going to affect more of like your side bite.
Correct.
It's like rollover and whatnot.
Do you think it would help with what I'm trying to do though?
If you want to make it to where you could throw it in as hard as you can and it's
just
not going to spin out as easily, you could take a little bit of camber out of the rear. That way there's more negative camber when it's fully squatted.
Yeah. And so
Like when I'm at full squat, I think I'm at negative 0.4.
Right. So it says 0.4 right now.
Yeah, I'd go to like 0.2.
Okay. And then obviously on
So
the
then
right
when it's
here
fully
it says,
squatted, probably.
well, before I change it, right now it says 0.4 on the left. In the gray box it says 0.17, 0.18. Is that the change in the weight of the car? Or is that telling you when it's squatted?
What do you mean?
So camber in the left box is 0.4 right now, but in the right it says 0.17 and 0.18.
Right. So they're not always going to line up exactly
Gotcha.
on like the tuning that you change versus how the car status lies.
Gotcha. And yeah, when I change it to 0.2, it's basically 0 camber now. Interesting. Okay, so those are two changes we'll make. Let's see how this thing drives now. Added a bunch of toe in.
Sometimes the numbers or sliders, whatever, on the left side of the tuning menu, they're just arbitrary. You really have to like look at your actual numbers that are on the right side.
Gotcha.
Because it depends on like who made the car, also like the increments that you'll have and things like that, or even like whatever somebody could use 0 for the middle value, and then somebody else could not even give you the option to go to 0, and that's why you just gotta know to read the actual readout on the right side.
This has no problems with tires, so that's good. But it's definitely kind of going where I want it to go, which is really cool to see already the change. And like I have probably 3-4 laps of practice in this car, and it already feels like naturally the car already feels pretty good, and so now it just feels like it wants to do what I want it to do. So let me get a lead run in here and see if we can oh, I forgot to change one thing on the stream, sorry guys. Yeah, so I'm gonna have to kind of switch back in between those two screens. One is for the Asseto side, so we can see the actual runs that we're doing on Asseto with multiple camera angles with like the pedal cam and all that kind of stuff. And then the other screen is going to be when we go to adjust stuff on the car, you guys can see everything we're adjusting. And that's kind of what we're looking at to do there.
Somebody sent me a note, said that you're a little bit quieter than Murky, and I'm assuming my volume would be the same.
I am? Alright, I can
Yeah,
I can turn my mic up. It's not a big deal. I'm also going like in and around and all the way around the mic. Oh!
Yeah.
My bad.
We were sending it. Yep, there goes the freaking headphones again. Yeah, one sec. I've had this issue with Discord before, where it'll just disconnect from my headphones. I don't know why it does that.
Sorry, Philly.
Alright, here we go.
Now you sounded like you were on a different microphone for like 3 words, and then it went back to the other one.
Come on. Yeah, well, cause I had to turn on and turn my headphones back on, because it disconnected.
No, I'm saying the microphone was like louder and actually sounded a little more clear, I think. Right, Murky?
It was definitely
I
louder.
don't know. Yeah, definitely louder, I'll say that. It could be absolutely nothing. It could just been louder. Maybe since it was louder, it sounded different.
Oh yeah, this car it's definitely hard. I don't know if I want to say it's harder to drive, but it is definitely heavier in the steering now, which is interesting. But it definitely goes where I want it to go now. Not that was a perfect lead run, but the car is doing what I want it to do for the most part. I just have to run.
You'll find on this track that you pretty much initiate at the 1 cone. first center clip isn't really there anymore.
Yeah, so like what I'm trying to get the car to do is be able to basically be on full throttle for that first, after you get through that first corner. I want to be full throttle for hitting that inner clip. I'll lead Mark.
You have to let off.
I'll do it, buddy. Yeah, I want to try and yeah, like I had to let off when I was so like this corner right here, I had to let off when I didn't have those changes, but now that we made those changes, I am full throttle to that whole area now, which is sweet. Yeah, car drives a lot better now. It just does what I want it to do. Go where I want it to go. And then now now the points that I can improve on now are where I'm transitioning and what time I'm doing that and all that kind of stuff. But
yeah, to even try like maybe even a quarter gear ratio.
I don't think it
Just
needs
with these tires, I like to run it a little bit shorter, and this track doesn't really call for like a super long gear.
Right. I mean, I could change it just to see what it drives like. So let's go ahead and do that.
Because you'll find like hitting limiter isn't a bad thing. A lot of people think, oh, you're just sitting on the limiter. It's like,
yeah.
No, for an extended period of time, the car's actually gaining more speed, kind of like the Honda guys. They sit there spinning in first gear for 5 minutes before they shift to second, because it's still gaining traction. And it's the same sort of idea, because eventually your vehicle is going to catch up to your wheel speed. And that's what you kind of have to figure out. How long can you sit on limiter before it straightens out and your vehicle catches up to wheel speed?
Yeah. So what gear ratio would you recommend? So we're at the 410 right now.
I'm at 430 right now.
430. Okay. All right. Let's see what 430 feels like.
And that'll give you a bit more room to left foot brake in the chase.
Gotcha.
So if you are caught off guard, it's not gonna bog as quickly on you.
Mm-hmm. All right, testing mic settings. It should be louder now. Should be louder, at least a little bit louder. I'm not. It's hard because I'm not directly talking into the mic for the most part. I'm just kind of like around the mic.
In the vicinity.
Yeah. All right, Philly, let's go. It's like right on that limit, like the gearing. All right, I gotta change this. 1 sec. All right, here we go.
I did not mean to back it in like that, but.
Oh, I just love being able to full throttle that corner. It's perfect.
I thought I was throwing off the track when I didn't, not gonna lie.
All right, so Tyler, what are some of the things that you like to change on some of these cars, or like something maybe that I should try with this 350Z? Honestly, this thing feels freaking good right now, but
I mean, I typically do the same type adjustments on every car. So I'll do. It's so hard for me to talk and focus when driving at the same time.
yeah.
Oh, but yeah, if I'm just like going through the menu here, I typically will run like a 14 gearing or whatever gets me in like the 80 mile an hour range in third. And then front end, I'm gonna run like a negative 0.25 toe, and then somewhere around like a -5 camber. I'll keep the fronts around like 25 psi to 28 psi. I typically, and I've been putting more rear bar into it, but most of the time I just turn my rear bars off and just don't run a rear bar, just because I like the way it feels and it gives me a little more grip. And then for rear toe, I just run a positive like 0.25 rear toe, and I'll run like 0.2 positive camber just for the side bite. And then for the diff, I run 100, 130 for the sliders. And I'm typically on V6, I don't mess with any of the bump really, or ride height. I just run it how it is. And even those settings aren't anything really out of the norm,
Right.
except
Yeah.
maybe some people would say, maybe some people wouldn't like the no rear bar, but. And I run the front rear bar and like stop. What is even like your standard number, Murky? Like 18K for the front, maybe? Yeah, my car's on 18. I could have put it there.
Typically, if I'm gonna run a front bar, I'm gonna run anywhere between 32 to like 48K. If I'm gonna run one, or if I'm gonna run a real light one, I'll run it at like 15.
Okay. Then yeah, I guess I run a lighter front bar.
What's been more popular, like lately, like this is within like FD and everything too, is
Yeah.
not running a front bar, but running stiffer front springs. So that way you're still getting that same stiffness and it's not wanting to roll, but your suspension is still acting independently
Yeah.
rather than being attached to the sway bar, which is going to give you some of the characteristics of like a solid axle. Obviously not all of them,
Right.
but
Well, speaking of solid axle,
one side's going to hit the other.
Yeah. Well, speaking of solid axle, I just hopped in the 8.6 because I was pretty happy with what that 350Z was doing. So, the fun part about this car is it's different in pretty much every way than the car I just drove.
Yeah, it's tiny. It's got no power.
Yeah. So, kind of tell me about, like, obviously this car is completely different than a 350Z. So, how in the hell do you make a car pack for two totally different, cars?
So pretty much my idea going into the whole balancing of everything is trying to get everything, spin the tire about the same. So they're on the same tire and they spin it about the same speed, they're going to go about the same speed, right?
Right.
And then of course there's going to be some cars that are little outliers here and there that you adjust maybe with power bands, or you can make the power band maybe a little bit more laggy, or just overall power being less. Or like with the Miata and the A86, for instance, the 8086 being a solid axle, and then the Miatas being the only cars in the pack that don't have toe gain in the rear.
Okay, yeah. So,
which could also be a positive thing too if you
Right.
don't like toe gain. So it's like,
yeah. So this car is
It's
actually, in terms of, you know, so I like I said, I started out with the sticky tire at 27 psi. This guy is, I don't think I can make it much grippier than that already, just with how this thing is set up. But what's something that you kind of like to do if you're looking for a little bit more out of an 8.6 per se, to like go faster and stuff?
pretty much any solid axle car, you're mainly going to be looking at the angles of your rear linkages.
Yeah, and like, so
So-
are you chasing me right now? Because I think you are.
Yeah.
One of the things it's kind of wanting to do is I want to stay full throttle, but when I'm doing that, it's starting to over angle. I'd say I spun in front of you like kind of twice. So like, what would kind of slow some of that down?
So you could do, since it's a solid axle car, they can run a lot softer springs to get away with it, and then you just counteract that
in the
with
front or
running a
rear?
higher in the rear.
Okay, so let me get a couple more chase runs in with this car, just so I can get a little more idea of what's going on, just from a speed aspect. Because it feels like I can't put too much more in terms of forward and grip into it. But this car is more like, okay, so how can I make transitioning a little bit slower, you know? And like,
For that, I'd probably take the sway bars off, so there's more body roll.
okay.
Then a lot of the time if you're spinning out, if like you're going at a low speed, not like a super high speed track, it's usually because either your hand speed's not fast enough to keep up with the transition, or
Right.
you have too much front grip, and it's like slowing the front of the car down more than the rear's being slowed down. So it's just obviously gonna spin. So
Gotcha.
sometimes just taking front grip out can help with that as well.
Gotcha. I mean, honestly, this thing feels really planted, even with the fast tires. So, I'm just gonna get a couple more runs in, see what we can kind of gather here. But yeah, I'm thinking. Yeah, so I'll probably ask the question again when I actually get into the editing screen. So I'll ask you when I'm in the editing screen. But definitely not as fast as, say, the 350Z off the rip, just because you don't have that torque that kind of just pulls you out of that corner.
You definitely have to stay on top of it and be very aggressive.
Right.
Like if you're lazy getting back on throttle or clutch picking it, they're gonna pull away from you little by little.
Yeah. All right, let me do one more lead, and then we'll make some changes to this car. Yeah, see, it just doesn't want to stay in that zone. It's like it's already at its limit on grip. Like I'm nowhere near those outer zones, but I'm full throttle, and which is fun. It's like it's already at like its grip limit, so now it's just kind of like making it easier to drive in other places.
It's definitely gonna feel like you have to drive it at lower angle just because it's a shorter car.
Okay. Gotcha. Alright, so I'm gonna go into the editor. Alright, so what are you kinda recommending I change on this thing?
So if you're spinning out and you're not like
I mean, I'm not like, it's not like I was spinning out a ton, but it's just, I feel like what would make the car faster on the front end than I could do? But also,
like make it transition faster?
no,
or-
like forward faster.
I would add a front sway bar, take the front sway bar off, so then it
And that's
forces most of your momentum to the rear.
that's under suspension?
Yeah, that'll be on the far.
Okay, so I'm at suspension. I have ARB front, height, wheel rate, bump stop. Which one of those is sway bar?
The ARB.
ARB. Okay. And you want, what do you want me to bump that to?
You can put it to like 32K.
Okay. So this is gonna kind of help it car be a little faster.
Yeah, because it'll have less drag in the front. You could also raise the front wheel rate a bit too.
Okay, what would you
Go
put
like-
that to? It's at 98 right now.
You go like 110. That's also gonna raise the front of the car too.
Okay.
Anytime you mess with the wheel rates, it's a bit like preload,
Okay.
but it's your spring pressure. It's a mix between spring rate and motion ratio, which will give you your wheel rate.
Okay. So we got changed front sway bar and the wheel rate. And then transitioning speed. What would slow that down a hair? I mean, or I can just anticipate. Honestly, I think I was just used to driving that 350Z. When I did that second lead run, it was fine.
You're not getting enough positive camber when you're at angle, then you won't have the transition speed, or at least you won't have the self steer.
Right.
I think I'm explaining it right.
Yeah, what's the front camber at in the car status?
Front camber alignment says camber is negative 5.6 in the front, negative in tow is negative 50. Well,
What's it say in the car status?
on the
though?
car set, sorry, negative 5.513 and 526.
So try negative 5.8. That'll make it self-steer a little bit better.
And that's in the car status side, right?
Yeah.
All right. So that's a negative 6.3 in the left field.
I gotta mute myself. Give me 1 minute.
You're good. Okay.
Yeah, like mine, I have my alignment, my front, it's like negative 8 in the tuning ticks, but in car status
Yeah.
it's negative 7.3, so it never
Gotcha.
really matches up. So that's why you always want to pay attention to the car status whenever you're changing anything.
Gotcha. Would you change
Even
tow?
when you're changing.
It's at negative. It's at 0.19 right now. Negative 0.19.
You could go a little higher and it would give you a little bit more angle.
So more
I don't really
negative.
think- Yeah. It's gonna be more touchy than the rear is, so you'll feel it a lot more. So that way you don't have to change as much to get a different feel.
It's at negative 0.24, 0.23.
Yeah, you'll feel that a little bit.
Okay. All right, let's see how this thing drives. Yes, I mean, obviously the changes, we made all rear changes in the F350Z, and so now in the 8.6 we're doing all front stuff. So I'm curious to see how this goes. Oh, probably should pay attention. Oh my gosh, this thing drives so nice now. I just have to hit the zones. Oh, that's awesome. Interesting. Yeah, this thing now self-steers so nice.
Yeah, more camber in the front will do that. And then check for front sway bar can help with that as well. There's diminishing returns with the sway bar though.
Gotcha. See if I can catch you guys. Kind of cut the traffic.
All right, I'm back.
Oh gosh. Just trying to cut line and stuff to catch up. It didn't work. Alright. So no, in terms of like actual drivability, this car is fantastic now. Probably should switch this view. Sorry about that, guys. Alright, back to what we're doing. I'll do a couple more runs in this car. And we'll move on to the next one.
I'm actually quite surprised you're digging that thing at all.
Really? It's really easy. Oh gosh. Yeah, that's on
It
me.
used to be probably one of the most popular cars in the V4 pack. But now since I like nerfed it,
Yeah.
took away a lot of its power, put the solid axle in the rear, it's like it really isn't driven as much. At least from what I noticed.
So yeah, I mean, talk about that real quick, cause like, what was the deal with? So obviously, there's a ton of differences in between the V4 and the V6. So this car underwent a bunch of changes. So what were some of the stuff you had to change here?
So pretty much, as everyone knows, in the V4 pack, it's like the A86 and the Miata are just far faster than a lot of the other cars. So it's like a lot of that just has to do with the wheelbase of the cars and them just being lighter.
Yeah.
So kind of nerfing the suspension setups on them and then taking away a lot of the power, forcing it where you have to use like a lower gear ratio, so then your wheel speed's not able to be as high, or at least you have to work for it a lot more. That way it's a more rewarding car, so it's not necessarily a worse car by any means, but it's gonna take someone a lot more to drive it to the same level as, say, one of the V8 cars or something like that.
Right. Well, I'm not gonna say this drives easier than the 350Z, because I don't think that's true. But just because of that torque and getting out of the hole, especially for on the chase side, I think the 350Z is definitely a bit easier to drive. But man, I mean, I just pulled out a lead run. That's probably one of my best lead runs so far of the day. And I barely had to lift at all. It was like, just felt great.
A lot of people have been like a solid axle, because not many car packs have really used the solid axle in the game because the setup really isn't optimized too well for it.
Yeah.
But when you do hit the nail on the head, it's
really rewarding.
It feels really good because not only is it like rewarding because you're not sitting there just tuning your car to be fast, like you actually have to pedal it a bit more.
Right.
And like no setup tuning more with like dampers and whatnot, because obviously it's gonna have some anti-squat depending on your ride height in the rear. That's what a lot of the angles come from. So if like you raise the rear end of it up, you'll gain more anti-squat and the car will get a lot faster. If you lower it in the rear, you're gonna lose a lot of that anti-squat.
Gotcha. Yeah. No, I mean, honestly, this car, even with the sticky tires, it's definitely like, I mean, definitely it shows it's lacking in the torque compared to the 350Z, but it's not like it's not digging out of the hole. It just takes a split second. Like you said earlier, you just got to be real fast on it. And like left foot braking is beautiful in this car, at least how it is right now.
You just have to anticipate the lead driver a lot more when you're chasing in one of them. bit more punishing in that way.
Yeah. All right, so that is the 8.6. I'm gonna actually I'm gonna save this tune real quick because I probably should do that. That would be smart of me. No. Actually, save what we're doing. Back to pits. Let's go over here real quick. Whoa, that's not what I wanted to do.
Swap cars real quick, dude.
Oh, okay, I see what we're saying. Cool. All right, that is saved as a setup. Let's go over to the next car. What do we got next? Ooh, the Altezza.
Eater car, bro.
Cheater car? Is that what it's called?
Yeah. That's what I call it. I don't know. I enjoy the car. It's fun. Something about it just feels good. Murky won't tell me what it is, but I think the power to like weight ratio of it is just perfect or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe I got lucky. Maybe I got lucky with my tune, but it's one of my favorite cars.
Yeah. Sorry, Pete Gaming. We'll open the gates later. The only reason this is not a public lobby, guys, just so that the cars are available and then we can like drive each one and test each one. As soon as we get done with this, we can open it up. So, we will be able to do that later. All right, so we're in the Altezza. We, like I said, put the fast tires on, 27 psi. Haven't changed a thing other than that. This is actually my first time driving this car, so because my force feedback was at 100, I'm like, oh, I've never driven this car before. So we're gonna see how this one goes. But I do like the V4. The V4, although the V4 I do remember being a little underpowered, but it drove great. And I'm already going off. Look at that, starting off strong.
The Altezza seems to be the perfect combination of car, and it just is always fast no matter what I do. Like, you try to keep all the data and everything as realistic as possible, right? While still balancing the cars. It's like no matter which way you go with that car, it's always fast.
What's the engine in it? I mean 2J,
it's a 2J.
But yeah, but like it sounds way different than a lot of the other cars I hear with 2Js. It's got that like.
I just kept the same V4 sound on it. So
yeah. It just sounds different.
That sound a lot.
It's a fun sound. All right, Philly, let's go.
Sorry, Murky. My God. I looked down, mid transition, and my car just went straight.
I don't think I have this quite as fast as I had that S13.
Oh, dude, this thing does, out of the box, it feels really good.
Holy. Big bump.
Hell yeah. Good run. So Tyler, this is like you said, this is one of your go-tos, right?
Yep.
All right, so I'm gonna do 2 more runs, and then we're gonna go to setup advice from you.
Okay. What actually, I can tell you what my typical or what my setup is that I run on it.
Yeah.
I can pull up in my setup file.
Yeah, I was gonna say wait to tell me when I have the actual menu open, because I won't remember any of it. Definitely botched this run, but it's all good.
there like a specific style of drifting that you kind of gravitate towards, like
Fast.
jet?
I like being able to put my foot down and like not having to modulate the throttle, and it just go where I want it to.
But is there like any like cultural influences, like
Oh,
Japan
you're talking
or
like
FD or like
Well, I
Drift
personally,
Masters?
well, I covered FD for almost 10 years now, but so I'm pretty partial to that. But I have a E36 personally, like that I drive, and driving it, you really see the forward fight in an E36 versus like say like a 350Z for example, where it does not want to drive at angle. It wants to go straight. But I like that because it's really easy to dive in on people with that kind of driving, and I've always, from a driver's perspective, I think Dylan Hughes is probably who I think is one of my favorite drivers in terms of like driving style, because he just puts the car and makes it look easy wherever he wants.
Shout out Dylan Hughes, dude.
Dude's a ripper.
I wasn't expecting that name, but he is. He is quite the fucking ripper.
Thanks for the help. I'm just trying to be kind of dumb. Just trying to find the max to the car. Oh man, this thing's fun. This thing's cool.
I sent you my tune for the Altezza, and I also sent where to actually put the file. And so then when you if you leave and come back, you'll be able to see a tune named Gripped Up Mods on the Altezza.
Okay. All right, so you sent it to me. So
And that's not your. And I gave you the file directory. That's not your Steam directory for the car. You're gonna have exactly within documents. You'll have a folder named Asseto Corsa, then setups, and then the car name.
Gotcha. And then do I put this?
Just download that INI file and then just drag and drop it in that folder named generic. And then when you join the server, right there in your setups, you'll see a new.
You're gonna love this. The file was blocked because this type of file can harm your device.
You can just bypass that, right? They give you the option to just like download anyway.
Don't worry, we're having a malware monster over here.
Trying. It says keep. Okay, there we go. I was like, what is going on? All right, open. I don't want to open the file. I want to find it. Where is the folder? Here it is. All right. We're gonna go into. It's like cars. And like
No. It's gonna be different. It's not in your root folder.
Oh.
For the game, yeah. That's why, like, you can literally take, like, if you just go to documents,
it's
then a file
setups.
explorer.
Okay, yeah. If I go to documents.
Yep. Asseto Corsa. Yep.
Setups.
Then setups.
There you go. And
then you'll find.
It's the Altezza.
And then go into the generic folder and then just stick it in there. I don't know if you even have to leave the server. Murky might know that.
You might have to. I'm not sure.
I'm going to just in case. Just in case, you know. No reason to risk messing up anything. All right, it is in generic. So I'm gonna go back in. And let's see if it.
That's my everyday setup for the Altezza.
All right, can you walk me through like some of the changes on it so that we. Well.
Yeah, I'll have to read the INI. Let me see, because it won't let me.
I don't see.
Like I know.
You pull up his string.
Good.
That is true.
Let me pull the game capture up. Come on. Come on, game capture. There it is. Okay. Cool. So it is not in there. So what did I do wrong?
All right. Well, I'm on your stream now. So yeah, that's right. We do have. Well, I can't use setup exchange, Matthew, because there's not 2 Altezas on the server.
Oh, interesting.
That'd be sick though. Pull up. Did you show your file explorer on stream? Is that
No.
okay?
I mean, it's in the BDC V6 Altezza under generic, and I just dragged it. I don't need to open it, right?
No.
Yeah, I just dragged it into here.
Wait. Okay. Wait. No. In your game, did you click generic right there?
Oh, wait.
On the left column.
Oh, okay. I see what you're. Okay. Now it's loaded. Sick. I didn't realize it was under generic. I'm dumb. I'm special. Okay.
Oh, you're fine.
I'm a little slow. A little slow here.
It's just like the same place you would go whenever you're
Gotcha. Yeah.
gonna load like your last one.
Gotcha. All right. So it's loaded in. So same thing. Regular 410 gear. We have the not the 240 treadwear tires on at 50 psi. Am I cool to put those back to?
Yeah,
softs?
I was gonna say if you wanted to change it back to the tire we've been running,
Yeah,
just do
softs
that.
at 27. We'll do that, and then
Yeah, and let's see.
So front camber -5, or no? Well, yes, it would be -5, and then your toes -27,
Yeah,
which is -0.15, 0.14. Are those all changed?
Yep.
From what it was factory?
Yes. Yeah, the front toe is gonna be different. Let's see. I'm looking at the stream as I watch it. It's like 10 seconds behind. It's probably my fault.
Well,
So
I
I'm
mean,
trying
it's just live stream. It's what you got to do. Thank you, chat. You're generic. Oh man, yeah. As you can tell, I'm not a very smart person when it comes to this game. But
no, and it's not like I said. There's not much change from what I mentioned earlier on my just like base things that I change on these. But yeah, I'm sure it's just from a track that I was running before. One day I run a little more positive camber in the rear. It's at 0.43. The toe's still at 0.24. And maybe I'm running more positive because the car maybe felt heavier, so maybe it squats more.
Compared to what the tune is?
Possibly.
Yeah.
It depends on what track I'm on. There's so many different things because some tracks have a slippier texture or a grippier texture than others, and so
Grippier.
But
did we change anything on the damper section?
I'm waiting for it to change on the
on the
screen here. I don't think so. I typically
It's-
don't really touch the dampers on these cars.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is this car is one of the cars where you probably can get away with not changing much.
Right.
Do you guys ever change brake bias at all?
So
Not
on these-
really, just because I have it set pretty much very close on all the cars to what I like.
Right.
Let's say on VDC cars, I like running 66 to 69%. On street cars, I like running anywhere between 73 to 77%.
Yeah.
That's really all just kind of a personal preference thing.
Gotcha. Yeah. I mean, I have no complaints. I was just curious if that was ever something you guys changed. Would you say the mods are gripped
a little
up?
higher? But
I know a lot of people will change like the brake power depending on like what pedal set they're using. Because I know a lot of like the Logitech guys, they say, oh, my brake pedal's an on and off switch, so they'll turn the brake power down a bit so it's not quite as sensitive.
Yeah.
I like to, and this might be confusing, so I'm sorry if people don't like what I'm about to say, but the way I use like my brake bias and think about like left foot braking and hand braking, um, I usually run a higher brake bias because when I'm using my left foot brake, I want most of the usage of my foot brake to be maneuvering the front of my car and not necessarily just kind of making it even between the two. Because the way I drive, I try to use my foot brake to, like, if you're taking a left-hand corner, I like the way I drive. I think of my when I left foot brake, I'm making the front end drag behind, and then when I'm using my hand brake, I'm making the ass end of the car swing more into the corner.
Yeah.
And so there's been some people I talk to where like it doesn't make any sense when I try to like say why I run a higher brake bias, and the way I see left foot braking being used whenever I use it. It's really hard for me to even like ever explain because I don't know how to
Articulate
explain
that.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it basically if I'm using left foot brake, it's to make the front end of the car slow down while the ass end is still going the same speed, and that's just how I like to set my car up.
Accidentally forgot to change the tires to what I was using, so feels completely different. It's like, ooh, this
Cheater.
is a little looser back here. I'm gonna switch back the tires. It accidentally like got out of the session, so I gotta go quick change that.
Oh my!
See that one coming. All right, let me quick change these tires back.
I'm gonna need a new car.
You just gonna make one, bro.
Nate, you don't have Skin Companion, do you?
What's that?
Okay. So you know the app show?
No. The what?
Alright, so there's a thing called App Shelf in your little all apps thing.
Okay.
Go ahead, open that bad girl up.
Right now?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, are you in game? Yeah.
Alright, one sec. Where is the app shelf? Is that on the right hand side or whatever? Ooh, nice.
Yeah. It'll be somewhere in there.
Alright, so app shelf. I'm actually gonna open up this so people can see what I'm doing. Alright, so app shelf. What am I opening?
Unbound and controller tweaks while you're in there.
So there's a few different things in there actually that are really useful.
Okay.
One of them being setup exchange, which I think you were saying you already had. Another one being the skin companion, and that allows you to change your skin
Oh,
like
okay.
in multiplayer lobbies and stuff.
Gotcha.
And whoever has the app, the skin companion app, will be able to see anyone else who has the app and changes their skin. So if someone else has the app and they change their skin, you'll be able to see it too.
Gotcha. So you're saying that's a download?
As long as you,
yeah.
as long as you have that skin, of course.
Okay,
If you don't have the
gotcha.
skin, then it's not going to
You
show
won't
up
sell
for
it.
you.
Yeah. Interesting. What were some of the
Then-
other apps that you think you wanted to point out that were good? That
If you
actually
don't
come
have
with the game?
radar,
Yeah.
radar is really good to use.
Yeah.
I like to use there's one called dynamic return that you use for like solo play,
Okay.
and it's really so it's like you don't have to drive all the way back to like the starting line. You just hit a button and it brings you right back to the starting line that you set.
Gotcha.
Like tactical insertion.
That's cool.
Yeah, so it can speed things up a lot more when you're trying to like solo learn a comp track or something like that.
Right. No, 100%. I mean, gosh, I'm trying to. There was a program that Corey Talaska was telling me he used to replicate his car.
I would get also while you're in there, Unbound and controller tweaks.
Those are also good, yeah.
Like,
Yeah,
are
those
they?
the two I keep pulled up.
Are they actually in the where do you get new apps? Like where
It's just in the app shelf. You'll just scroll in that thing.
Yeah.
Oh, I see. Oh.
Unbound, I use it mainly for like headlight controls and wipers and stuff like that, but also like cameras when I'm shooting content. It's just easy to run the car cameras that way. And then controller tweaks for force feedback because it's just super easy to adjust anything with like your steering wheel there.
Okay. Interesting. So much new stuff. All right, so we're going to go through this app shelf thing in a sec here. I want to get some laps with this car. And we will go hit that up in a little bit. All right. So I'm kind of holding up the line.
Good.
Oh man, this thing is fun. I don't even have to try. It feels like. See, there we go. See, I over-rotate the car just a little bit there.
You had to rough you up like that?
Yeah, you're good. You're just telling me I'm throwing too much angle. That's all.
Nah, you were fine. It was good.
Oh, this thing's fun.
Are you running the stock tune, or are you running what I sent you, but with the tires?
Yeah, I'm running yours with the tires. This thing feels like butter, dude. Feels so good. I could probably,
so Murky can't get it.
I could probably,
Oh.
I could probably put a little bit more grip in the car too if I really wanted to. But it's really easy to drive right now, but it goes where I want it to. So I'm gonna do a couple chase runs and see how hard it is or easy it is to keep up with you guys.
What do you guys think people have the most trouble with when it comes to like a tuning aspect? Like, what do you think people are the most confused, or just
well, for me,
ignorant, or
for me, it's the front. For me, it's the
word.
front of the car. Like
The front of the car.
yeah, so adjusting all the stuff in the front and how that affects the actual driving of the car. That's what I know nothing about. Like I know about toe in and stuff and camber in the rear. It was the front part of the car which I really don't know much about. Oh, I'm slow. I accidentally let the car die on the line, so we're gonna.
I know Part Shop Max just put out a brilliant video. It's like 20 minutes long, like yesterday morning, I think, on front end alignment on drift cars. Which I mean, and all of it, other than like adjusting caster, because you can't really get into that on at least most car packs. I think a couple of them give you the option, but
Yeah.
most of them they don't give you the option to adjust caster or Ackerman. But if you that's included in the video where they talk about it, but it's a really good video explaining like camber gain, you know, toe gain, stuff like that, caster, what caster is and how it affects you. I thought it was a good video.
Steering feel.
That's cool.
Do it, Murky?
Texas steering feel and everything.
Yeah, exactly.
And everything.
Murky, do you know why most people don't include caster adjustment? Is there like a reason why, or is it just something?
It's just not built into the game natively.
Is it not? Okay.
It's done via extended physics. And pretty much what you're doing when you're doing that is you're just setting pre-set suspension points. So it's not like retuning really, it's kind of just like preset suspensions. Which I mean is still cool.
Yeah.
but the way that extended physics works, it just doesn't quite work out the way the game was meant to.
Yeah. Yeah, so this might be my favorite car so far. This thing rips. The thing is, it's not like I'm not even worried. Like, I feel like I could drop PSI still in the car and it, like, not be a major issue.
You see what I mean, though? When you first hopped into it, I said it's like one of the best, most balanced cars that's like impossible to nerf. It is just very good.
Oh, I'm so sorry, Philly.
That's another car with the double wishbone front ends.
That's cool. All right, I think we figured out the Altezza again, and I have all this. So all the stats have been on the screen, so people can check and download those if they want to. I'm gonna go ahead and so does that automatically save? Now that I downloaded it, yeah, it should automatically save.
Yeah, it should stay there. Yeah. Now, if you make changes to it, if you don't save them,
right, then
and overwrite the thing, then yeah.
All right, so we're gonna exit out. Let's see what's next on the market. Somebody is in the E36, which is fine. We'll go with the E46 for now. Now, this was my nemesis last stream. This car.
The E46, huh?
Yeah, I was struggling hard in this thing. And a lot of it was forward. I couldn't get the car
to the front end?
No, like I couldn't the forward drive. It was just not wanting to go forward. It just wanted to...
Wasn't getting out of the hole?
No. Like, I would be driving next to someone, and, like, they would stay on the corner, and I would just go off. Because the forward drive wouldn't keep me in the same line. Is what I wanted to do.
So sometimes, this is getting into a bit more of, like, the advanced stuff.
Yeah.
Some of the dampening options... Right, so the cars come pretty soft, dampers wise. In some of the bigger cars like the E46, you could go higher on the bump value. I wouldn't change the fast bump all too much.
Yeah.
But with like the normal bump, you could probably bump it up to like 6K, 6.5. That way, it's not immediately going to full squat. There's more time. And that'll give the suspension a lot more time to like just absorb the grip more.
Yeah.
So then it's not immediately slamming to the bump stops, then it upsets the suspension when it does that.
Interesting. Yeah, so like for example, I was following Philly here, and we were going up the hill to that roundabout, and he was pulling up the hill, and he just kind of left me. I was like, we're not, because I assume it's because of the extra weight in the car. It just kind of sends me that direction, and I don't have a V8 to kind of pull myself out of that either. You know, I assume this is a turbo inline 6 of some sort that's in this.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, and see, I'm having to pedal behind him, and it's still, like, I'm on the same line going into the corner, and then I just come off track, and he's staying on track. So, yeah, all right. Same issues.
That could also be one of those mile-an-hour things to where you could be running too high of a mile an hour and like too long of a gear. That way, when you're entering the corner, you're coming in with too much speed.
Yeah.
Rather than it just being like, oh, I could spin the tires just fine in this gear, but it's also, yeah, you're gaining too much speed on the transition, so you're not able to slow that momentum down.
Right. So, all right, we are in the Matthew's like skill issue. Well, this is already to be determined. Like we're already at a disadvantage on the skill level, so we're trying to dumb these cars down so people like me can drive them.
How long have you been on like? How long have you been like sim drifting? Because sim drifting is different if you come from IRL and then go to sim. Coming from sim and then to IRL is
like 10 months.
A whole different ballgame.
A year.
Okay, so
Probably
you're still fairly new.
Yeah, and I don't drive it. I didn't drive it at all during the summer because I was driving in real life. So, like, I don't know. I
So
drove
it's
a
really
bunch.
not even a year.
Yeah, like I don't drive. I didn't get a chance to drive it much until like recently. So yeah, no,
Okay.
yeah, like I'm still. I
So
would
you'd
say
say you're
pretty
still
green.
like pretty green?
Yeah,
Yeah.
but I
Okay.
understand how to drift. So
Exactly. Yeah,
like
yeah, yeah.
I
You
so
know what
cause
the car is supposed to do when you do something. When
right,
you put these inputs in, it's supposed to do this.
right,
These
exactly,
inputs equal this output.
100%. All right, so we are in the menu. So I want some more forward. What are we
First thing to
changing?
touch is always the rear toe. Add a little bit of rear toe.
Yep.
Sometimes with forward bite, as long as you have a good amount of side bite, you can add the rear sway bar and it'll keep it more level. But adding
Sorry.
the rear sway,
I was gonna say sorry. I'm changing it, so I'm like not listening. Uh,
oh my bad.
yeah.
I said,
I heard sway bar
I'll
and I was like,
ramble
wait.
too.
I was like, wait a minute. I didn't hear what you said about the sway bar. So one sec. So I'm at plus one or 0.19 in the rear. Would you go up or down from that?
For the rear toe, I go
Yeah.
up. I go like 0.4.
Oh, sorry. I'm looking at the wrong number. That's camber. I'm so dumb. Jeez, oh Pete's. Yes, thank you, Matthew. I know. I'm reading the wrong thing. We're at 0.4 now in the rear. Gosh, I'm dumb.
Yeah, that'll give you more forward drive. And then what I was saying about the sway bars is you could add a rear sway bar in small increments and it'll help keep the rear end more flat and that'll give you forward drive. But adding
Okay.
the rear sway bar will also, once you get to a certain point, it will start taking away your side bite.
Okay.
So that's where you
Yeah.
kind of want to find a balance.
Yeah, because it's weird because so in my E36 we took away the sway bar and it like night and day changed the car and it was like, oh, I have side bite now, but
Oh,
I've never
100%. Yeah.
I've never driven an E46, so I don't know.
Are you on springs or like full
Coilovers.
body coilovers?
Coilovers.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. So where would ARB? Where?
And then what spring rates do you run in the rear? Do you know?
I don't. I never changed the car. So I got the car like very late in the year last year. So I'm new to even regular drifting too. I've been filming drifting for 10 years, but
No, I get you. I don't
Yeah.
even have a drift car, dude.
yeah. So I'm
That's my background. I don't
Yeah.
even have one.
yeah
I was a alignment mechanic for 5 years
yeah.
and just love drift cars. So I mean,
So we're at 10.
goes hand in hand.
Yeah, 10K in the rear for a bar or more.
I would start out like you can be really like the rear. You don't really need a whole lot. It's
Yeah.
really just to kind of settle it.
Okay.
So you can start with like even like as low as like 3.
Well, was it
3,
6? I
5.
believe starting out.
Oh, so it was at 6. So you could probably go to like 10.
Okay, we'll go 10. Is there anything in the front of the car that you would change that's gonna help me with forward?
With the forward bite, not necessarily in the front. You'll get
Yeah.
you can do some things in the front to get the side bite with cross jacking,
Okay,
but
so let's try some of that.
so with cross jacking, it's pretty much just having a good amount of camber and caster to where when you're at angle, that tire's gonna force a lot of the weight to the outside rear tire,
Yeah.
and that's gonna help push you forward. And that's where it kind of can help to have that rear sway bar, so then you're not, when it does push over to that outside rear tire,
Mm-hmm.
you're not just, your whole alignment's not just going out of whack from roll center and whatnot, like,
Yeah.
and a whole bunch of an alignment changes going on. So that's where the sway bar really comes in handy in that.
Gotcha.
But to really take advantage of like cross jacking, you have to kind of have your, I mean, obviously it's always in effect. But to
Right.
really notice it, you probably want the front camber at the lowest negative 5.8.
Yeah, and it's at
And then you can
5.
run it all the way up to negative like 7.3 is usually the highest I will go.
All right, so let's drove with 6. Rock camber at 6. Any change on toe that you would do? It's at
I always
0.23.
keep my front toe at negative 0.2. That's just what
Yep,
feels
that's
good
what
to
this
me.
is. This was what it's at. So we'll keep that.
I run that on VDC cars, all cars. I run that same thing. Even on grip cars, I run
Yeah,
like negative 1.5, I think.
gotcha. Okay.
Sorry about that. I'm back now.
Cool. All right. So one
And
more thing.
what's the
dampers is I think the one thing I haven't touched in this car. Apart from like, I mean, no, we haven't. I haven't touched anything on the dampers. Would you change anything?
you could do the rebound to 10.4
Okay.
in the front.
Oh, in the front. Okay.
And that'll help it from kind of staying dived down. Like when you're left foot
Yeah.
braking or coming into a turn, that'll help it lift itself back up
Yeah. Okay.
and help keep some of that weight into the rear.
Cool. All right.
Another thing I want you to keep in mind is the ride height thing as well in the car status. Personally, I always like my ride height higher in the front and a bit lower in the rear.
So we got ride height at 116 millimeters in the front. Rear is 119 millimeters.
Yeah, so I might raise like the wheel raiser or just raise the ride height a bit.
Okay.
Just so it
Would you
is
want
a
it?
little bit higher than the rear. But you can even run it even too. Like even's fine as well. I just don't like a forward rake sort of deal. I like the reverse rake. That'll also help keep the weight to the rear.
Okay. All right. So just
I like to think of a drift car as a snowmobile, and the front tires, they're just the skis, right? They're just kind of a suggestion where you want all the traction in that rear track, right?
correct. All right. So change that. So we're at 120 in the front, 119 in the rear, or 121. Sorry, but it's just a little higher in the front, and I used ride height for that, so it's at 450 now. Let's drive this thing. Let's see if it feels a little bit better now. Gotta change the screen over here. So this engine, which engine is this based off in this car?
For the E36,
46.
I'd say it's probably just or E46. Yeah, my bad.
Yeah.
General 2J.
Okay.
Really, I didn't go for like any specific engines, just because I didn't want to have to do a different engine and power for each and every single car.
Oh, right. This thing
So I
drives
figured,
way different. Holy smokes. Okay. It's a completely different car.
But I did
now.
want to give them some sort of characteristics. So there's the V8, the i6, and then the 4 cylinders. Which, I mean, they're not too different in feel, but they're you could definitely tell once you get to like the real high level of driving, like when you're really trying to get every ounce out of the car.
Yeah.
You'll be able to tell the difference in them.
I can tell you this
More
thing...
so in the chase, just because of the left foot braking and the
Right.
lack of torque in the lower cylinders.
Huh. Okay. Yeah. So this car now, it's interesting. It drives better. But like when you go straight, it's way twitchier. It wants to go sideways. It's interesting. But yeah, no, in terms of doing what I want it to do, it's definitely happier.
I could use the restroom real quick. I'll be right back.
Cool.
So I missed the first part of that. So what did you guys end up changing on the? Well, I got the ride height changes, but what'd you change on the dampers?
Dampers, we raised the rebound in the front to help with some of the left foot braking. Not to keep the nose of the car up. We raised the front of the car up as well. Again, same thing with, I took camber out of the rear and then towed it in some more. It's definitely better. It still doesn't forward drive as much as I think it should. Like, I'm not struggling to drive the car, but I want to chase someone.
I think your mic cut out right in the middle of that.
Just to kind of see what we're looking at.
Or my headset did.
Hold up. My stupid headphones decide to go away real quick. It'll come back. It's a Discord issue. Alright, I'm back now. I just don't know why my headphones just want to disconnect from Discord every once in a while. Whoa. Wee.
Dukes of Hazzard over there.
I know.
Oh, Duke boys are at it again.
Yeah, let's simulate jumping some buses.
Yeah. So we need somebody to put a Boss Hog car mod in here.
Evil Knievel mod?
A Boss Hog, bro. And then get the GTO.
Oh gosh.
General Lee, I guess what they call it.
That was one of my mom's favorite cars.
Oh really?
That's that's one of my favorite cars growing up. I even had like a model of it.
She loves 69 Camaros, and I'm not sure what year Nova she likes, but she likes Novas.
I got a 68 Camaro.
If you guys cared at all what my mom likes about cars, I don't know why I brought that up.
Oh, we already knew. She told us.
Man. Yeah, so like, even, I'm like cutting the shit out of the line, I even hit you, but like, you're just pulling away from me, and that's partially maybe just how I was taking the corners, but she still feels... It just feels heavy, you know?
Yeah.
The steering is a little heavy on these cars.
Oh, my bad.
No, that's all good.
Oh, man, yeah. This car is still pretty, it's not hard to drive in terms of like driving it. It's hard to drive fast, if that makes sense.
What could be better?
It forward.
Like,
and I could just,
forward
I could dump.
What's your gear ratio?
Gear ratio is probably the 410 or whatever that is normally in this.
I would do a little bit shorter gear, and then you could raise the rear rebound up a little bit.
In the
You
front.
can think about in the rear.
In the rear. Okay.
You go like 65, 7K.
If you can, like, if you can keep angle and it's easy to drive, but somebody feels faster than you, then Now you would shorten it up to just try to get more traction and still keep your speed if you can still keep angle with a shorter gear ratio.
Yeah. So rebound,
You just
it's at 77 right now for rebound in the rear.
You could do 82.
82. Let's go 82. I really want to just dump some PSI on the tires, but I'm trying. The
What's
whole
the
point
rear
is
camber
to not.
sitting at?
I made it 0 in the rear.
So try 0.1.
I'd turn that thing up.
Because you got to think too, when it squats, it's going to go negative. So it's probably going to around negative 0.5, 0.6.
What's the rear toe?
Rear toes 0.4.
Okay.
The max rear toe I usually run is like 0.6. So you could even try something as much as that, or even 0.5.
Because it doesn't feel like it's bogging. It just doesn't want to go keep up. Like, as soon as we dig out of anywhere, I want to go faster.
Yeah, that's why I was asking about gear ratio, because like if it's not bogging but you're still slow, like you're just spinning in place.
Right. So, well, just like I said, the car feels heavy. Like, if you feel the weight of the car. So you would do still the 410, just a different gear set, or?
No, I would just do shorter gears. The different gear sets really just change the like the difference between the gears, like the lengths in between them.
Alright, so we'll do a 4-3. See if
And then gear set 1's got the closest gear ratios, so
gotcha, that's why you're always usually running that. Oh, forgot to throw that up on the stream, but yeah, so really only changes were dampening in the rear to 8200, added a little bit more toe, so I think it was a 0.5, and then a teensy bit of positive camber.
oh,
How's
what
it-
the heck was that?
That was a good run up until that point. You hit me, right?
Yeah, I got like CPU something for a second.
Oh, did you actually hit me?
Yeah.
Oh, I was
Just gonna
joking.
leave and rejoin.
You just gotta unplug and plug your CPU back in.
That's what I just did with my pedals.
No, I'm saying you just gotta take your chip out and put it back in.
Okay, that feels pretty good actually. Okay, I like the gear change. Alright, we'll work with that.
You feel it when it like sits on limiter for a little bit, starts to really start picking up speed.
Yeah.
So it's almost like it wants to straighten out. And that's sometimes when you dab it a little bit of left foot brake too, just to make sure it stays at angle.
Mm-hmm.
Or you can kind of give it a good yank of some turn in.
And then if the
Yeah.
speed and the grip feels good, but it's trying to pull you out of angle, you can pull out some of the rear toe.
Yeah. Mike asked, any specific settings in AC content manager that you recommend for the best experience with BDC cars? Things like gyroscopic effect, specifically for the DD wheelbase.
So any road effects, you want all that stuff off, like the curb, road, dirt, whatever those, like it's like 4 different ones. You want all those at 0. But the gyroscopic effect, I do believe I have that turned on. I have the McPherson strut, like fix or whatever it is, whatever they call it. I have that turned off actually. And Most of my settings are pretty standard. I think for the most part it's tracking. I run a sim magic, so I could always post whatever settings I have.
Oh man, that was a good run until I got tapped. But it's all good. Oh, this car does it feels better. It's not like it's 1,000 times better, honestly. Almost there. Like, I think all I would have to do is lower some PSI, and I think I'd be pretty happy with this. But
to go with the question about the wheel settings, so I run on force feedback enhancement, 1% curb, 11% road, and 10% slip. I set that up when I was doing more grip driving, but it's not like it's wrong information for drifting. It's just some people just don't like to run it like murky, which is fine. But it's not like you have to run them at 90%, 100%, you know. I just like the little bit of feeling, especially for the slip on the front.
I still get that feeling. It just, those effects for my wheel, it's just like a rumble effect. Like, it's not a good effect at all. You know, like it feels corny and tacky, cheesy, whatever you want to call it. It just doesn't.
Well, that's just like your opinion, man.
I'm just saying.
I know. Well, that's why I wanted to mention it, because I knew I ran some, and because we run the same wheelbase too. So
you got an Evo Sport?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh.
I had to hit you at least once. That was my last chance.
Take it all out.
Take one out. Rear bar.
Frustration.
Oh.
alright. Yeah, cars 1,000 times better. Alright, I'm gonna try and keep moving a little bit faster through the rest of these cars. Just because I know I feel like we spent a lot of time already on just a couple of the cars. We got quite a ton more to go through, but quite a few. So let's go ahead and exit out and
S13s and all the S13s are like the same car.
Right, yeah. So that
the
my
two
plan.
S14s are the same. Yeah.
Right. So I was gonna plan on doing one Miata, one S13, one S14, the GT86, and and the JZX. But let's go ahead and do the GT86. I think I did like 1 or 2 laps in this car, so that's my experience. When's the GR86 coming out, huh?
When I make a body kit for it.
Right.
There's a couple guys that make pretty sweet kits for it.
Yeah.
I just feel like it's such a modern car. I mean, I do see a lot of like street drift ones at like Apple Valley and stuff, but
yeah,
I feel like they're just so.
In a
so
couple
new
years.
still.
In a couple years.
If I can get a nice street kit going for one.
Yeah. What's
it'll definitely be going in.
What's the engine in this thing?
SR.
SR? Haha, nice. Well, at least you fixed the engine.
Yeah.
The KA swap, bro. Or excuse me, K24.
Shit, throw a B series in the thing. Give me a B20 VTEC.
This thing's fast. Holy cow. This thing just wants to go.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Gosh.
Sorry, I was trying to not die.
You're good, you're good.
What on your force feedback? What like what's your settings on that? Like what do you have set in like base Asseto and then Sim Magic, and then what do you run?
Well, so
in
I
your,
have
like per car.
Per car, I'm always at 100.
Oh really?
Yeah, I just lower my gain in content manager.
Oh yeah. Oh gosh.
See, I run just like 100% content manager, and then I just adjust each car.
I can't be asked to do all that.
I mean, if you run controller tweaks, it's easy. Cause like it's just right there on the screen. You just move the slider in game.
That's already 4 more steps than what I have to do.
Oh my god. This guy, bro.
Yeah, I do it for each car. But it's interesting, like the better I've gotten at driving, the more I've raised it. Like I started out lower, and then I've raised force feedback the more I drive, just so it moves faster.
Yeah, once you're able to like take advantage of the wheels spinning faster and like you're used to it, it's like you want more of it, so you can transition faster, and it just opens it up to a bit more options.
I really don't know if I have any complaints with this GT86. Like, I mean, it's a little snappy, so maybe I can, whatever we could do to slow it down in transition, but other than that, the thing's fast.
The reason I asked that is because I usually adjust each car. Like if it's a new pack, I don't know how they're going to drive, I'll just set the car to like 40 and then go from there.
Right. Yeah, that's where
Which in mine's a 9 Newton meter base.
Yeah.
Ricky's message made me look away.
It's only some feet.
Some feet? Nice.
This is just my sim pros. I'll get my content manager ones next time I pop in and out. Swap cars.
Oh, I tried to help you, not Ricky.
Yeah, I had to let off because I was gonna go off.
You're in the, yeah, I think that made you go further in the grass.
I was right on the edge, and I was just gonna like kind of grip up and try to keep going. It's like, but
I don't know.
All right.
I've kind of had this idea for a long time that if I run complicated wheel settings while I'm trying to like build cars for the general public, right?
Yeah.
If my wheel settings are so vastly different from everyone else's, then the cars just aren't going to translate from how I think they feel to everyone else. So I try not to have like too complicated a settings, honestly.
Good point. Okay, I thought I killed you. Attempted manslaughter.
I'm coming. Coming into. All right, so. Yeah, okay, I got you in the end there.
That's all right. We'll pass the line.
All right, so this car is definitely snappy. She's a snappy one. Pretty
rear end.
Yeah, it's a fast car. So don't need to really make it much faster. I want to make it a little less snappy.
You could add rear sway bar.
Okay. Let's see.
Then maybe like 500 to the rear bump.
Gotcha.
So it's a little slower on the squat.
MB says to drop rebound in the front. So you said raise the rear, right? Bar.
Yeah, you could raise the rear bar and it'll make it less like snappy.
Yeah, so we'll go 6 in the rear. Sorry, what was the other thing you said outside of the bar?
I said you could raise the rear bump a little bit, like by like 500 or so, just to slow down how fast it squats.
Oh, that's bump stop. That's not what I'm really trying to do here.
That Murray.
Rear bump. Alright, and so that's gonna help with that. Would you change anything in the front of the car?
For the snappiness, not really.
Yeah.
'Cause if you still had control over the front while it was nice and snappy, then it should be fine when it's a little bit slower.
Yeah. Actually, no, I was gonna do this.
Too much, damn it.
All right, so MB's telling me to drop the rebound in the front about 12K. What I'm trying to figure out is when you say drop rebound, you mean raise or lower it? Because right now it's at it was like 8,400 or something like that. I'm trying to understand. Is up down or is down up?
Where do I?
Yeah, I don't know what he wants.
I know that name from somewhere. MB Drifts.
Florida, I believe. Is the drift
Maybe
series.
it's just in like game or Instagram, something like that.
Yeah. Well, MB Drift is, I believe it's the drift series in Florida.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Yeah. I think it's Jackson, if I'm correct. But if you're having to, he says if you're having to hold the wheel, front rebound to 7,700. Okay. Gotcha. We'll try that. I mean, oh, it's MB from Houston. Oh, okay. Thank you. He's clarifying. So there is a MB Drift in Florida. It's called Myrtle Beach Drift, but he is not that. It's MB.
So you're saying there's an imposter?
Well, you know. I mean, it's not the most unique name in the world, MB. But MB is from Houston. Interesting.
Oh. Well, I know one of the two at least, or I've heard of, have seen, have ran into.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, I screwed that up. Holy.
Take that out. All right, so let's send her a little bit. See how she feels.
I went too wide. No, I didn't. Yes, I did.
He says Murky knows you, or Murky knows him.
The Mustang makes me nervous. I'm trying a different car.
lot better. It's just crazy how much just little changes like that kind of just make everything smoother, you know, when you start putting more grip into the rear because of the tire. Because the thing with these cars is I feel like if you drive with the first tire that you have, like on the cars, they drive really good. It's when you start putting more grip in that you probably should start changing other things, you know?
Yep. When you want to make it faster, you can't just change one thing. That's why it's important to try to learn what all the little adjustments do.
Well, that's why you have the options, right? That's the whole point.
Or if you change one thing, you have to know what that's going to affect.
Yeah.
All the other things. Yeah.
Oh, he's in the cheater car.
Good luck.
The exhaust sticks so far out on the car, it shows up on the radar.
It's my curb feeler, bro.
The ankle biter right there, dude.
Oh. Imagine you run into that at a drift event.
Oh, yeah. Trip over that thing in the pits.
You have a burnt ankle and a busted nose. Oh, fuck.
Alrighty, so this guy's it's definitely sorted. It's like I think this car just requires a little attention when you're driving it though. It's not like something you can just drive falling asleep, you know.
You definitely got to be on top of it with how short the rear end is.
You had the 86 and V5, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I was thinking that was right.
Oh, my bad. I plowed you.
Well, I had to slow down because I hit the grass there, and I had to get off throttle because I was like way inside on that inner clip. And so when I hit the grass, I had to like let it hit the grass and not be on throttle. And that's why I slowed down so much, because I was offline. Alright, I'll do one more run in this car and then move on to the next.
So I don't know exactly how much more time I have left.
Yeah, I'm gonna try and hustle through a couple more. But I mean, you've told me enough to where I could be able to set up other cars, and I think that was kind of the point of this stream and doing the video is to kind of get what does what and what are we commonly changing to kind of combat the improve or the increasing grip from the tires, you know? Like that's kind of the point of the stream, and you know, some of it's the same, some of it's a little different. Just kind of depends on the chassis. And I think we're doing a good job here.
Breakdown, like on any car pack I hop into before I drive it. It can be a brand new pack. I'm making sure my rear camber's not some stupid, crazy high negative number.
Yeah.
I'm making sure the toe in the rear is 0 or barely positive, and then making sure the front camber's around -5%, and the front toe is barely negative.
Yeah, yeah.
And
alrighty.
but I usually touch toe first before anything. Like if I'm trying to be faster. And I don't want to touch tire pressure. I'm going to toe or ARB.
Yeah. All right, so next up, we're just going to do probably one of the more popular ones, the S14. So let's go ahead and send it.
Oh.
Oh, that's right. We're at 100%. Never driven this car before. All right, first time I ever like drive a car and my wheel percentage is at 100. I'm like gonna rip the wheel out of my hands. Oh, I forgot.
I could probably go even shorter years in this thing.
So you can get a 3-man.
All right, interesting. It is crazy how all of these cars kind of drive a little bit different. They're just like, they have their own quirks, you know?
They all have their own wheelbases, you know, weights. Center of gravity changes with that. Suspension styles, you know, all that stuff.
Honestly, this feels really balanced. Like, I like... Oh, I thought I tapped you a little too hard. I'm not struggling to keep up at all. And... it's like, it kind of feels like what we changed the 8.6 into. Where it was still a little snappy, but like it was manageable. And this thing
it's a little bit longer than the A86, but about the same weight.
Yeah. Alright, so Tyler, this is the car that you usually drive. We're gonna go for you for some setup on this guy. Although I don't know if there's too much to change on this thing.
Now the S13 is the one that I...
okay, so let's go drive the S13, because S14 is pretty solid. What have you guys seen people change on S14s, or like what do you usually change? Because it feels pretty good to me.
I just pretty much give it a more aggressive alignment.
Right, yeah, your general increase toe, take out some camber.
Yeah, I'd give it more camber in the front. I usually like -6.8.
Oh, stupid headphones.
And then I'll take the sway bars off and I'll run.
Oh, go to setup exchange.
That like mitigates not having the front sway bar. Like
Sorry.
I was saying, it allows the front to act independently rather than being tied to that sway bar.
Yeah. I just kind of missed everything.
You're not
you
losing
said,
any of
'cause
the stiffness of it.
I lost you with my headphones again. But actually, MB's right. If you want to jump in your S13, you can do setup exchange, right? Because there's two S13s.
Yeah,
Well,
which one was I in earlier? The BA?
Well, do you set up exchange? You have to have more than one. Well, I guess you could
He's in the other.
I
he-
could
Hop
load.
in the server in the car, then put it in there, and then yeah.
Oh, okay, never mind. It's not a big deal.
No, I mean it's
I'll
not.
load
I
mine
just
into
M-
this
MB
setup.
MB brought it up, and I was like, I've never done a
Yeah, no, you just gotta
exchange
let Murky
before.
join the server. He'll put his tune in the exchange, and he'll leave, and then you can join, and it'll be there.
Oh, okay. Well,
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. You guys can tell me, or you can just tell me what to change, and we can just change it from here.
You downloaded that Setup Exchange app, right? And installed it from the app shelf?
That was one that you guys told me that I never got to, so I can do that though real quick. So we're gonna go here. So it's in the old app store. It's the app shelf. And you said setup exchange.
There. I shared that one.
There it is. Install. Cool. So should download setup exchange. Do you want me to leave the server real quick?
You want to meow?
But yeah, I put the tune in the BN
I
Sports
wonder
one.
if my headphones are just dying on me.
I don't know if in the next update I want to give the S chassis a front rack or not. I'm so torn on that. It's like it's so common to do a front rack now on S chassis.
True. That is true.
And I love the feel of a front rack over a rear rack.
Yeah, I mean, do you notice the difference when you do that in game?
Oh yeah, 100%.
Interesting. That would be an interesting thing. Well, you could do a version of the old and version of the new.
Yeah, that's already planned though, cause
Yeah.
planning on like re-releasing the V4 pack
Oh,
and
okay.
fixing all the issues that it has.
Yeah. That'd be cool.
Spoiler alert.
Did you? All right. So I kind of lost my stupid head. I don't know if the headphones are dying or if it's just a Discord thing. But did you put the tune in the server?
Yeah, yeah.
All right. So do I download the BN one or the orange one? Does it matter?
The BN.
BN. All right. Go jump in the BN one.
I guess it'd be a good idea to
So is it?
write up like a little cheat sheet almost for like if you're having troubles with this, try this sort of thing, no?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, I mean, you brought a lot of it up already in this stream, and so it's like.
I tried to write
Yeah.
some of it down. That's why I was so quiet when I first hopped in. I was jotting down a bunch of ideas and then I haven't looked at the paper since. So
Yeah. Is it gonna be in setup or is it gonna be somewhere else?
it'll be in the setup exchange. So yeah, you'll click on the wrench, right? And then somewhere on the screen there'll be like a window that has like
Oh, Murky Turn.
it's kind of like the
Yeah,
car
yeah,
status
yeah.
window.
Yeah. So right
You
here,
see it?
apply.
Yeah.
All right. So it says setup is loaded. Does it not?
What?
Does it not show up though, like when you load the setup?
Switch to your tuning screen so we can. Oh,
Yeah,
never mind. You
city.
did that. This
Yeah.
I was just behind.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
so-
was super far behind for some reason. I was like 20 minutes behind in the stream. I was like, what the hell?
Yeah. So
Yeah, no. If you hit apply, then yeah, that's
is
good.
it not going to show up in the setup section of the?
Go to the general
Yeah, yeah. Click generic. Yeah.
or generic. Yeah, that's what it is.
Yeah, nothing shows up in generic.
You always want to save it in generic.
Okay.
That's what
Yeah.
should.
Yeah. So when you clicked apply, I forget that the stream's behind, so I'm confusing myself.
I've hit apply. It says setup loaded, but it doesn't show up in generic.
You gotta click on generic.
It is. Oh well, I have now. You gotta make sure you type EA name, click
And then-
save. So if I just do,
And then save.
I'm just gonna
Give the
type in something.
give it a
hit
name
save.
and then save it.
Okay, so
It's not. It won't automatically save it.
Yeah. So
It'll
you're
just load it.
yeah. So you're in the 4:3 gear ratio in this car. Correct.
Yes.
All right, cool. Dang, you're running low PSI 18. All right, I'll drive it. Well, fun.
I mean, honestly, most of the time I run 15 psi rear on almost any car in this pack.
Even in the sticky tires?
Well, that's 200 tread wear, so it's not far off.
Okay,
Not
so
too far off.
this one has the 160 tread wears at 18.
Yeet. I gotta use the bathroom real quick again. I'll be right back. Old
Cool.
man stuff.
Old man stuff. All right, so what if you want to walk me through kind of some of the stuff that you changed on this guy? Obviously, on alignment, it's.
We'll have to wait for him to get back from his.
Oh yeah, he left. He's good. Well, I can just point it out. Its camber is 0.13, toes 0.54. Camber in the front's -8 or -7.3. That's a lot of camber. That's cool. Let's go suspension. We got 3200 in the front. Or 450. Interesting. Yeah, it's a lot more camber than what we've been running on other stuff. Yeah, I didn't look at what these were factory. But we're just gonna drive it and see how it goes. But these are the stats here. These are the damper stats that he was running. And this is the alignment. Emmy's telling me to change a bunch of stuff. I want to drive this car and see how it feels, kind of how it is. And then we'll drive some stuff. If we need to, or change some stuff if we need to.
We got you a lead if you're ready, brother.
Well, we're at 100%. Hold up, we're at 100% wheel sensitivity, or whatever it's called. So before I rip my fingers off, let me go ahead and adjust that.
I did forget to take a picture of my stuff.
It's on stream. All your stuff's on stream, so. Oh, put it in fourth. I was like, what? He's definitely fast. Holy smokes. This thing is shoving my wheel all over the place. This is what a good sim drifter setup is like. It's way.
I do like it kind of aggressive.
It's pretty aggressive. It's very snappy. Holy smokes. It's not. I wouldn't say it's necessarily hard to drive. It's just you got to be on it.
That's where having that super short ratio really comes, like, helps out, so you don't lose it too early. Then you kind of have to feather it if you're gonna stay on limiter for too long, just to make sure it doesn't grip up on you.
That's what?
Grip up on you. And you can't sit on limiter forever, else you'll just be straight.
Listen, I was trying to get you to, you know, say gripped up again.
Gripped up.
Alright, let me see if I can do a lead in this thing. This is interesting.
Cool.
So like this
That last lead I did wasn't that great, but
you're good.
screwed up on the wall.
It's just it's interesting because it's a totally different way of like thinking about how to set up a car than what I'm thinking about. Because I'm just trying to like make it not fast in terms of like twitchiness, but in the transition speed, just like I want to make it fast in like speed sense, not necessarily transitioning sense. But this car is so fast transition wise. It has the grip too, which is nice, but it's a much more engaging experience than how I was setting up the cars. Oh god, sorry. Do you not pull e-brake on the wall or anything?
I try not to.
Actually, I try not to.
Okay.
I try not to even.
Sometimes I have
much.
to, just so I don't straighten on it.
I probably should have because I was chasing, but in the lead, I definitely don't.
Gotcha.
If that helps.
Yeah, I usually pull e-brake because I'm a chicken, I guess.
It's a free car, dude. Oh, I hit grass. Damn it. No, I'll be at pits. Oh, Murphy Mike Hunt says he wants to see a Fox body in a BDC pack.
Oh.
Next update.
Next update. Oh, this is fun though. This is
I thought it was gonna make it in this one, but not ready.
so
They're
the
not ready
Fox.
for it.
Yeah, in a Fox body, would you use the live axle?
Yeah, I'd use live axle. Solid axle's a lot better than people think it is.
Well, like I drove the 8.6 and it was great. Actually, that kind of reminds me. So I know you guys are semi-limit on time. I think we covered a lot of like the basics that people would be interested in, and if they're having similar issues, because I feel like I drove a good variety of cars with different like needs. I think the last car I should probably drive is the Mustang. As like
Kind of the new people's choice.
yeah, well I took a couple test laps in it earlier and it drove really nice, so I'm curious
And
on
it's-
ways to actually improve it.
And it's completely different from most than all the other cars. So.
Yeah. So let me
It's
go
good.
jump in that thing. But yeah, no, your setup it's very involved. Like you have to like pay attention. You can't just like sit back and drive it. At least for me. Probably because you're used to driving faster in terms of transition speeds and all that kind of stuff. But that's cool. Probably not a setup I would drive.
When it comes to transition speed, it could come down to wheel settings too.
It might be. Well,
I've had wheel settings that I've used for months sometimes, and then I get something from somebody else, and it's just a game changer.
Huh.
Like it's totally different, and so that's why it's sometimes helpful to just like try different stuff with other people's settings that you find.
Gotcha.
But also, if you're driving a real car, and we know what a real car feels like, and that's what we're trying to achieve, then so, if it feels off, I guess is what I'm saying.
Right. Yeah, no, it's just when I was driving your setup, it moves the wheel a lot harder than when I was driving with the other setups in the other car.
Yeah.
See if you notice anything different about the Mustang.
Looks like he's ripping pretty good with it.
And
for the first lap.
Yeah, no, it's out of the box. I really like it. I don't know what about it. It's not a hard car to drive. It seems
Do you
very
have like BDC cars often or no?
Every once in a while. I suck at them. Yeah.
The Mustang's the only car in the pack right now that has anti-squat.
Interesting.
That like actually lifts up the car.
I do feel, now that you say something like that, it kind of, you definitely feel it. It's pretty fun.
It'll be a lot faster like on throttle, and it'll grip up hard on throttle, but when you let off, it'll kind of float a bit more than the other cars.
Man, this thing's fun. I don't know what I would change on this thing.
I don't even know if I really changed anything other than getting the tire pressures where I wanted them in that car.
Dude, this thing rips. Like, I have no problem keeping up. It's like, it's legit.
And it's got a front rack on it. Love that.
Do Mustangs have front rack? Just
Yep.
Okay, I didn't know. E36s have front racks, right?
Yep.
Oh, that's my bad, damn it.
Oh, that one's pretty good to stay on.
Got a little too horny there, brother.
Alright, let me do a lead in this thing. But I don't know if I have any complaints with this car. Like, it's definitely snappy in terms of
Ricky, somebody said they've been waiting for an S15 for 2 years.
oh yeah, where is the S15?
Now I begged him for it out of V5,
like 4
bro.
years. I don't know why I don't want
You had it in V5 beta, and I wanted it in V5. You didn't put it in there, and now it's just gone, just oblivion.
We all know what happened with V5.
That's okay, but I like the S15.
Some things had to be sacrificed.
No, we need that one back. Bring it back. I'll do it myself.
Yeah.
I'll swap the data.
Yeah.
S15 probably will make a comeback just because it'll be so easy just to add the cards already done.
Yeah. S15 and G35 on the next one.
I don't know about the G35.
Joking.
Halfway
I'm joking.
done. It's just. Well, I have one halfway done, so I was gonna do one. But
The Enforce one's not bad. It's good. It's just V8, and I don't enjoy V8s so much.
Yeah, that's probably my one. Oh my bad. That is probably my one gripe with this pack is you guys put a V8 in the fucking 30 in the E36.
What it needs.
Nah, dude, that thing needs like a 4-cylinder.
Nah. Small block Chevy? I'd love a 353 and a E36.
Yeah, I'm not sure there's anything I would change on this, honestly. Like, this thing's freaking sick. This is probably one of the more fun cars to drive, actually. And it's probably
It's
because
really
of that.
good with backies too.
It's probably because of that jacking. And like you said, this has a solid axle, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool. It's interesting to see how much difference this drives than the 8.6 though, because obviously the 8.6 has a solid axle too. They're just two totally different kinds of animals. This is a lot of power.
Yeah, so the 8.6 solid axle is like a 4-link, and then that one is more similar actually to the S197, like a 3-link with a panhard bar. Because Asseto really doesn't like it if you don't have a panhard bar. They don't like it with just 4, like just a regular 4-link, like an SM95 is.
Yeah.
You can kind of mitigate that by taking the 2 top bars, putting them straight in the middle, and then matching up the angle of it.
Gotcha.
My phone alarm's going off. Hold on.
Yeah.
Plus the 8.6 has such a shorter wheelbase.
Right. No, it just feels like this is right, you know? Like this is the right wheelbase. This might be my favorite car out of the box.
That's right. Have you still not changed anything on it?
I don't know what I would change. Like
Other than setting the tires.
I've already changed the tires anyways. It's on the socks. I have no problem keeping up. I have no problem putting my foot down and it going where I want it to for the most part. I mean, the parts that are messing up are me, you know?
Right.
It's like...
Oh,
I think I like this better than the IS. I know it's sacrilegious to say, but...
It's amazing, is it not? It's a lot of people's favorite car.
This thing's sick. It sounds good too. This is like, it does not sound like a Coyote.
I just feel sacrilegious running it on a Japanese track.
It's an American track, okay?
Oh yeah, we're good here. Like we're good running it here, but you put me up in Yamahashi or something, bro.
JDM.
You did.
No, honestly, I just styled it off that one dude's yellow one. I said, that's my favorite Mustang I've ever seen in my life. That thing's absolutely beautiful.
You made Mustang your personality for a week.
Well, even what's the other guy that runs the KBD kit? I think it's Sideshow Joe. His is like red with a black top. It's like 2-tone.
I haven't seen that.
I'll send
I'll
it to me.
Yeah.
Yeah, you'll love it.
No, I think
Oh
this is my winner so far. Oh yeah, I gotta drive one more car before you guys leave. Before I let you guys go, one more car, and it's the
JZX.
JZX, buddy. Got to do one big boy.
Swing the 4-door, bro.
Yeah.
I thought you were gonna do the E36 because what's his face was in it earlier.
Yeah, I mean, we can do the E36. I just feel a little weird because it's got a V8 in it. I'm like,
You'd rather have a inline?
So my E36 has an EcoBoost in it.
Really?
Oh yeah, that's sick.
It's a
2.0 or a 2.3?
2 liter.
That's sick.
It's pretty fun. It's a good time.
I fuck with the EcoBoost heavy.
It's not the best sounding engine, but like when it comes to torque for days.
There's a whole lot of it.
Yeah,
Is it out of the Escape or?
Yep. The
Yeah.
2017 Escape. It's been beating the piss out of it for 4 years.
Those
How much
engines
added?
just tear the fuck out of those transmissions. They just eat those transmissions alive.
Really? So I have it on the factory's.
Yeah, the stock Ford ones.
Oh wow. Yeah. So mine's on the factory BMW ZF trans.
Oh, it's
Loves
it's
it.
loving it. Yeah,
Loves it,
loving
dude.
it.
I looked at it for my S13, but it's just so expensive when it gets into the transmission, just adapters and shit. So
Oh yeah, that's the cheap part's the engine.
yeah, that's what appealed to me. I was like, wait, I can get a modern engine this cheap, and then I looked at everything else that goes into it, and I was like, well, maybe I'll just turbo my K.
Turbo K is hits.
Oh, I know. I'm not mad at it at all.
This car just is so easy to drive.
It's got that big girl in it.
I know, dude. That's why, like, if I'm like when I was streaming both times. So I think it was last time we were driving V5 stuff, and it had the GS. So I was driving that thing, and then last stream I was driving this thing, because like long wheelbase cars always are easy to drive. I've always find because they just transition slower. Like this car, I really don't.
Easier to hold angle, yeah.
Yeah, like I don't have much to complain on this car at all. Like honestly, it's.
That's my Ebisu car right there.
Is it?
What about
Shit.
Murky? What about an RX-8?
I've tried to do an RX-8, and I even bought someone else's kit to finish the RX-8, and it just did not work out.
Oh,
But I do fuck with them because they're very good chassis.
no, that's what I looked at one even on like Marketplace the other day.
The chassis itself is actually very good. Like people sleep on it so heavily. It's just an extremely stiff Miata with a hard top.
Yup. I
Yeah.
feel like if you put, I don't know the name of the bumper, but there's a specific front bumper that looks the best, and it's like over fenders in the rear. I feel like the stock rear fenders make it look like a cartoon. But rear over fenders and a good looking front bumper, they look sick. And a big ass wing. I feel like you can't have that car without a wing.
Give me a Urus RX-8. I'll be happy.
Yeah, I don't really have anything to change on this. This is the other car that is probably my favorite. But that's because it's the wheelbase. Dude, this thing is like it's just like throwing a boat around. It's like, I have 3 years in between transitions. It's great. Like you can take a nap in between them. Although I keep going deep on this corner. But
It's not like it's a slow car either.
no, dude, like it's like you put so much power into this thing. Like this thing is, it just works, dude.
So before I release the pack, obviously, like when I'm building it, I did all the numbers to make like torque to weight ratio all the
Right.
same, and then I went through and on like it was probably like 5 or 6 different tracks. I would time each of the cars in
Yeah.
drift and how long it would take to go around the track, so I could even just so I could balance them in drift rather than like in a straight line, you know, because that doesn't really mean anything on these servers.
Yeah.
I feel like I did a decent job, fairly decent job.
Well, the thing is you're dealing with such variety of size of cars, weight of cars, that like it's near impossible to actually make them all even unless they're all literally the same car, you know?
Right, without
So-
killing the characteristics of the car.
Right, exactly. So what I like is that these cars all have characteristics, and they're somewhat kind of realistic characteristics that you would deal with in real life, I feel like. You know, where you're dealing with an AE86 and it's very snappy because of the short wheelbase. Well, that makes sense, you know? So, as an example. But I think, and then this car is very easy to drive like in transition because it's so big. It's got that big old wheelbase that it's gonna be slower at transitioning, which means. So when you drive this car, do you change much on it? It is.
I honestly usually drive it at Minami, so I usually raise it up a little bit.
Oh yeah.
Kind of soften it a bit just for the jump.
Yeah.
But not too much. I'll stiffen up the front wheel rates a bit. But I do that on like all the cars really.
Yeah.
On that, really I don't change a whole lot though. Just kind of make the front have a bit more feel to it, add the camber, add the wheel rates. On that one, I don't think I take the sway bars off just because it is so big.
Yeah.
The order here, I'm sorry.
I mean, this thing just kind of goes where you want it to. Oh gosh.
Oh, well, unless I do that to you. You went where I wanted you to go. Not bad.
You're good. I mean, is the car harder to chase because it's so big? Because I actually
Yeah, it's just.
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, 4-door cars for me, and which I guess if I paid more attention while I'm chasing,
Yeah.
I wouldn't have as much of an issue. But yeah, when I'm chasing a 4-door, I just have to remember to aim for the back door, not the front one. Otherwise, I do exactly what I just did.
Right, on transition.
Yeah.
All right. How much time you guys got? Room for one more car?
Sure.
Yeah, I could do another.
All right. We'll do the E36 and call it a day.
If we need to do a part 2, we could always do a part 2.
We could, always.
Well, I mean, V7 comes out next week, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
We'll just do it next weekend then.
There you go.
You remember how long I said V6 was gonna be
I
here
know.
soon?
I felt bad
It
about
was like
asking
9
you updates
months.
on it.
I was like, fuck, dude.
I just be like, hey dude, what's up? How's V6 coming? And I just get a link to another
I
pack.
reworked all the tires. I gotta go through the suspension all again now.
I get a screenshot of a Mustang one day. It's like, what do you think? Like, I think we need V6, bro.
But
People are asking.
I had to add at least one new car for the update. I couldn't
Sure.
just do fixing V5.
No, it was good though.
Alright, we'll jump in the E36 is the final one, even though it's got a V8 in it, which is a little weird, you know.
No, it's right-hand drive and V8. Thing is all fucking confused.
Oh god.
It's got JDM wheels on it.
Oh
a
yeah, it
Polish
does.
body kit.
It does what
German steering.
it does what it wants, okay?
American fucking engine. Thing doesn't know what the hell's going on.
It's a mutt, bro.
It's got anime girls on the wheel.
Oh yeah.
What's with the handkerchief around the steering column?
It's just a little
Japanese
touch. No, it's more. I think that's more so of like a hot boy Instagram sort of thing.
How much weight did
You
it
would
add?
know.
No? All right, let's
3 grams.
All right, first time driving this thing. We'll see how she does.
E36 is definitely one of my favorites.
Okay, well, it didn't want a left foot brake. Okay, we'll start there.
Pushing the fronts.
Yeah, I hit the grass. That's on me. That's on me. I thought I was gonna get away with it. I thought I was right on the edge. Nope. Touched the grass.
The guy who made this track doesn't know how to surface his grass very well, so.
Oh man. I stayed in and I was like, oh, I think I got it. Nope. Don't got it. But alright, we'll do another couple laps in this thing and
I got little legs.
That was an early entry.
Oh.
It does drive like an E36. It's crazy.
Clip that. Xbox, clip that.
Hey, chat, can you clip that real quick?
It has the forward drive that I have in my car. It feels like a lot of it feels like it's driving my car. It's weird because my car has the same exact power band as this. So like I have a 4-cylinder turbo car, but it has the power band of an LS because of the torque on it and stuff.
Forward, baby.
It makes it's 330 torque and 240 wheel.
Damn.
So it is all torque.
That is yeah, that's fun right there.
So it's literally an LS with turbo noises.
Yeah, that sounds super fun actually.
Stock turbo.
So that hits at like what, like 32?
20,
RPMs?
20, like the torque? Oh, immediately, like in the 2000s.
Oh my god. Those blocks just...
I don't have
They
too
must
much to
be
complain
insane.
with the E36 other than the front pushing when you
The
lift
blocks
the
and the
brake.
rods.
Sorry, what was the question?
I forget.
Oh, I was talking while you were talking, so I didn't hear what you're saying. I said my only really complaint with the 36, other than it kind of like dying up top, kind of like my car, is it does it pushes under left foot braking. So that would be the
That's when you're at angle.
yeah. So I
Just add a
probably
little bit more front camber. Because usually a good rule of thumb is if like you're pushing while left foot braking at angle, you probably need more camber, and then if you're pushing while like you're kind of going straight, like
Yeah.
through transitions, you probably need a little less angle. Or not angle, a little less camber.
all right. Okay. All right. So let me go ahead and change that. Go ahead and throw that on the screen as well. Back to pits. All right. We are at alignment. So alignment, camber in the front. We're at -5. Would you go to 7? Is that too much?
I'd go like negative 6.3
6.3. All right.
in the car status.
Yep. Car status.
I would have done negative 6.2, but you know.
Okay. So we got that changed. I am gonna do the in the rear. I'm gonna just tow it in just a hair more. I'm always trying to forget. So the positive, the more the number goes up, that's tow in, right? On the car status.
Yeah.
It's so weird because
and be careful. Sometimes on the adjustment one too, like the negative number will be like some crazy. Like it'd be like negative 200 for the tow.
Like BDC
But
cars
obviously-
and shit.
yeah.
So that's why you always have to just like look at exactly what the car is actually at.
So we're at 0.2 tow in the rear. And then I think everything else is solid enough. Would you stiffen the front up at all?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Usually what I'd like to do is I'd take a look at what my front ride height is right now,
115?
and then I'd do the 140 wheel rate in the front, and then I would lower my ride height in the front till I get back to that 115. Because when you add the wheel rate, it's also going to add to your ride height,
Okay, so
which will also change your alignment. So
yeah, wheel rate.
putting it back down to that 115 will just fix it, but also add that spring stiffness.
Okay, so wheel rate. What would you? It was at like 90 something.
Yeah, I go like 125 or I'm
Damn.
running 140 right now. It's pretty aggressive.
Yeah.
But I also don't run a front sway bar, so.
Right, and there's no front sway bar on this either. So it's 120 now, 123 in the front now, 117 in the rear. And so you said I would lower the front?
Yeah.
Okay.
Or
So
you could probably leave it where it's at.
Or leave it.
Like just that slight rake that I was
Yeah,
talking
yeah.
about. Like just having the front slightly higher.
okay.
Yeah, you could probably just leave that.
All right, let's send it. Everything else is perfectly fine. All right. Let's drive this thing. Yeah, no, I feel very at home in this car, though. Which is funny. I mean, that's
It's on
kind
the
of
wrong side.
Yeah, I mean... but it just feels like it wants to drive straight. Which...
Did want to do a compact, and if I do a compact, I'll probably do left-hand drive.
Do a wagon. No, you have no wagons in here. It's kind of not cool. Where's the wagon love
I
at?
did make an R31 wagon before.
Oh yeah, that's sick.
Yeah.
Yes, they do. Oh, fucked up.
Oh,
I'm sorry.
I couldn't left foot brake that much.
No, I'm sorry.
You're good. Yeah, this thing feels pretty good. It's not as exciting as, like, say, the Mustang. Because you got that rake and everything, and, like, it's just much more obnoxious of a car. Like, I would almost call this car boring to drive. Because it's just, it goes where you point it, you know?
I'll have to give you my E36 too. It's kind of like that S13 where it's just fucking like...
A little obnoxious and transitions really fast.
Very,
And
very aggressive.
Oh, I'm just gonna bow out real quick on that one as well.
Because a lot of my inspiration, I guess, comes from like the Kansai region of Japan, which is like Meihan, you know what I mean?
right.
Naoki. My favorite is like obviously James Dean. Like,
Right.
dude's the fucking man, obviously. But
Right.
like Naoki, Ken Nomura is like one of my favorite just because he keeps drifting fun. And he's also like the most badass motherfucker and has the most style out of anyone.
Yeah.
And Naoki's pretty stylish too. He's
Dude,
got good
Naoki,
style.
I got to see him drive. Oh, I forgot to change the view in the stream. Whoops, sorry guys. I mean, they can still see the in-car. It's just they don't see everything else, the pedals and stuff. And like when I say the car is boring to drive, that's a compliment. Like it's not.
No, I know what you mean.
It's
No, I know
not.
what you
I'm
mean.
not like flailing or anything, or feel like I'm on the edge of losing control. Like it's very.
It's just so balanced that it's like, all right.
Oh yeah, it just wants to.
Figure it out.
It just wants to like go wherever you want it to go. It's sick. And like the power. When the other thing that's boring is the engine. So like, there's no pops, there's no bangs. It's just there's
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So like, you don't get the craziness of like an S chassis. Sorry, bud.
I will say you can like just change the audio pretty easily. Like in the content tab, you just
Oh, really?
search like, yeah.
You can add like
So it's like you,
two-step and stuff, and
not necessarily that, but you can like take a sound from another car and assign it to that one.
oh, I didn't
So
know
then
that.
both the cars have that same sound.
Yeah, that's cool.
So if you like say the sound off of, I don't know, the Altezza or something and wanted it
Yeah.
on that, you could just replace the sound.
Oh, that's funny.
That's why I try not to get too stuck on the sound things, because you could spend legitimately like months trying to find the perfect sounds and everything, and it's just like, oh, no one's gonna be happy, or you can't please everyone with the sounds.
Right. Well, and it's also a V8. Like, it's not like you're gonna. It's not too much.
It's not
too much variance there.
Yeah.
And also, it's so easy to fix yourself. Like, if you don't like it, like if it's that bad, then you can just.
Yeah. Well, I'm not saying it's bad. You know what I'm saying, though. It's just not. It's not.
Oh yeah, no,
obnoxious
It's
in
not
your face.
No, I'm saying
Yeah.
there's been
so
some
no
car
way.
packs,
it
and I'm not gonna
adds
say
it
names,
adds to the
but-
boringness of driving the car and how chill it is. You know, like it's just like I'm not even like when you're on like the limiter, it's just like there. You know, it's not like a. Just I don't know.
Yep. There's been some car packs that it's so obnoxious, just the sounds they make and the pops, where I just immediately have to just go change them.
I still remember the first time I heard the Altezza, and I was like, "What the hell is in this thing?"
Oh. Now I will say a sound that Murky used on one car that I don't love, but it sounds so funny to me every time I hear it. It's the Aristo in the V4.
Oh yeah, dude, I love
Sounds
that
like
thing.
a Kubota tractor, bro. It's so bad,
Things are cruise ship. What are you talking about?
bro.
I love
sounds
driving
like-
that thing, dude. It's so easy.
Man.
That thing got a full fucking makeover,
Oh,
and no
dude,
one
you-
likes it anymore.
No, dude, you went outside and recorded your neighbor in a Kubota tractor and said, "Yeah, that's it."
Put a custom Origin Labs kit on a GS300, and everyone was like, I don't know, the BN
Don't
kit's
matter,
more-"
dude. Sounds like a fucking Cummins.
That thing is loud as hell. It's like an elephant.
I know.
Oh, as I make a mistake.
You're driving like me, dude.
Don't worry, I got it all on video. So
Shit.
the BDC driver can't. BDC creator can't drive his own cars.
Oh no, that's the thumbnail right there.
Oh man.
Let's
No, honestly though,
names,
guys,
my
it's been
face
freaking
hole.
fun. Like I've learned so much just talking to you guys and getting the different scopes of what these cars or what helps each one of these chassis, because like they are really different. Like there's not like a one size fits all answer for these cars, you know, when you're adding grip to them and trying to do different things, which is the cool part, you know. It's not like, oh, just drop tire pressure. It's not always the answer.
right.
Finally didn't go off there, jeez. Oh, and then I say that.
All good. You redeemed it by gluing the wall.
Yeah. Well, that's what I get for not
Not
pulling
bad
e-brake
for you
finally.
There you go. Trust yourself. It's a free car.
Well, yeah, it's also my car. So I'm like, oh.
Free E36.
I'm like, this thing drives straight, so we're good. It's one of those like paradigms that's really hard to explain, where the chassis just looks like it wants to drive straight. Whenever you like see an E36 like driving, it just looks like it wants to drive straight compared to everything else. Especially like when you see it drive with an S chassis and you just see the S chassis just throw it around, and then you have this guy in a BMW who just looks like he's racing but drifting at the same time. So I've always felt the E36 looks like when it drifts.
I think it's because the front of it is so flat, right?
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh, you made it through.
I made a boo-boo.
You clipped through the tires and made it through. I was like, I backed off because I knew you were gonna hit the tires. I just didn't know you were gonna clip through them. Awesome. Well, is there any like final points you want to talk about? Like, obviously, you freaking made a really fun car pack that's been really interesting to check out, and a lot of people love to drive these cars, right? So.
I don't.
I mean,
not really. I mean, we pretty much covered most of everything.
Yeah.
Aside from, I'd like to maybe go into like, still be, maybe like for a part 2 or something we can do. Like, we go into like an open server with a whole bunch of people, but still just stay in the VC, just us.
Yeah.
And try to maybe tune you through like a comp environment maybe.
Oh, that'd be cool.
Rather than just kind of us running it. I mean, of course it's a comp track and cones and everything, but
right. Yeah,
maybe something with a little bit more spice, with a little bit more variety of drivers and stuff in there.
Yeah, and I mean, like I was saying, like we did on Thursday nights, we do the driving now, and like that server was full most of the time, and it was and it was everyone was ripping in different stuff, and like we'll definitely
we can keep
doing
we can
stuff.
keep doing that.
Yeah.
Too, by the way, like you just tell me what you want, and we'll just set it up.
Yeah, and like this server is running really well now that you put it into the middle of the country too.
yeah, Murky, I had it on it, so it doesn't matter the details of how it happened, but it was not supposed to be in the region that it was.
Did you have it in LA?
It was in California. I think Emperor did an update a few weeks ago.
And I still have like the same ping as the other night. Like
yeah,
the other night I had
too.
Like 44, but now I have 47.
Interesting.
Yeah, no, their servers are good. They're fast, but it's just.
I don't know. Like he saw it in my stream. Like
I have the same ping as well.
I had issues with ping. I don't know why.
No, anyone on the East Coast or like Midwest is gonna have issues with the West Coast server.
Gotcha.
It's just the routing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that was like the end of the stream was kind of like cars were going all over the place. I'm like, I don't think I can drive with this anymore. You're like driving with ghost cars.
Yeah.
Like, and it randomly appears.
But no,
it
was set up now.
Yeah, no, it was a lot of fun, and obviously we'll do more stuff in the future. But it was actually just I mean, I literally messaged you the other day, and you're like, I have this idea. Let's see if we can just pull together something, and then this actually turned out to be really cool. So I was like,
yeah,
this was awesome.
Well, it's fun, dude.
I want to thank you guys for coming on, and
of course, dude.
We will definitely have some more streams with people driving and stuff, because I know that was like the one thing people were saying. We're like, hey, you should drive. You should let everyone else drive. I'm like, well, then we can't test all the cars. So, but yeah, no.
Maybe next time we'll put the password on the stream. That way, if they're in the stream and see it, they can join. But otherwise, they wouldn't know the password.
Yeah,
that'd be cool too. That'd be a good way to kind of do that too.
Limit people from joining. Yeah.
But still.
Because once you get past like 10 people and the server shoots up to the top of the list, then it starts gaining people really quickly.
Mm-hmm. Yep. That's true. Awesome. Well, where can people find you guys at? Because obviously, Gripped Up, you've done a ton of help already with like last stream and this stream and setting it all up. So,
I'll go first. We're on Instagram. It's just Gripped Up Mods, Facebook, and then of course the website. And you can find a link to Discord on the website.
And the link to the tracks, the link to the it's all in the description of the YouTube video. Link to the cars and stuff. So, and obviously, they're BDC's cars. I mean, how much did you have to like convince him to let him put your cars on the website, though? That's the real question.
It wasn't too difficult. No, actually, before I even put the site out, I reached out to Murky. This was like probably, I don't know. Maybe this was like
a couple of years ago, probably, right?
Yeah, it was like March of 24 when I had the idea. And I asked him because he was somebody I knew that was somebody putting out mods, and I said, if I made this, would you be like down with like testing it out and telling me what you think about it? He said, yeah. So,
That'd be sick. Yeah.
but I mean, yeah, that's all there was to it. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
And you could just find me in the BDC Discord or in the ACS Discord, because ACS is now taken over BDC, and BDC is now going to be under ACS. So moving forward with the next update, it won't actually be BDC, it'll be ACS Street Pack.
Okay.
So you'll be able to find me under the ACS name now instead of the BDC, which, I mean, I'm sure I'll still have some stuff branded BDC and whatnot, but also acsdrift.com. We got like all the server stuff on there. We got the leaderboards. We're gonna start doing like comps and stuff hosted on there with brackets, everything like that, ranked lobbies, all sorts of good stuff.
That's freaking sweet.
Yeah,
man.
just acsdrift.com or discord.gg acsdrift.
Hell yeah. Very cool. Well, I want to thank you guys for, coming on and doing this with me and some novice guy that knows nothing. But you guys were able to explain things to where even like someone like me can understand, okay, so this is what does this would help here, this is kind of what you need to do and all this kind of stuff. So it was really awesome. So thank you guys a ton for helping out.
Hell yeah, brother.
Sure, bro.
Awesome. And we're going to end it off here. We will be live Tuesday with another behind the camera live stream, and then we are not doing a Thursday night Tandems with Randoms this Thursday because I will be at PRI. If you guys are at PRI, I will be at the Link ECU booth. Come say hi. And then we'll go back to the weekly live streams for sure, and I'm sure we'll have all kinds of things planned this winter. So